course, this is a team that often runs the football, not from the running back position. Great pursuit that time by the Colts, and it's Nick Cross, the second-year safety out of Maryland, that helps make the play. Hull had 55 catches last year, which led all of FBS in terms of running back receptions. Again, the screen. Hull, nowhere to go. Loss on the play. On for his second punt. And only punter on the roster for the Colts. He'll get all the work in this preseason. This one will be returned by Pettis at the 11-yard line. Outstanding coverage. That is Jalen Jones that is down there. Another Colts rookie draft pick that makes the play. He spent the last 3 years, obviously played for Matt Rule at Temple, so there was a connection there. Walker.
Denbo off the edge.
Nowhere to go.
Denbo off the edge. You're going to see on the left-hand side of your screen, here comes Denbo. Bears have a missed assignment right there. They don't account for him.
Limited him to just 2 games last year, but got 31 special team snaps in those games. Third and long. Walker will tuck it and run, and Stewart.
There he is.
Says no. It's a sack. It's a loss on the play, and again. Minshew is buying time. Fires back of the end zone. Touchdown. Catch made, and that is Juwan Winfrey. Didn't have a catch last week. Has a touchdown tonight. Indianapolis strikes first.
He allowed Winfrey to break down to the back end line and threw a seed in there. Really good play. Again, great drive. And this is what we expect. We expect Mr. Reliable.
Drew Brent's out there for the Indianapolis Colts, the second-round draft pick out of Warren Central. On the handoff, a seam and a first down.
Here's just a little zone play inside. They basically power a game, find a snap, find a crack.
Screen. Well set up by Chicago. It'll be a first down. Again, Stewart on to make the play. In the quarterback depth chart, Justin Fields is the obvious one. You've got a couple of guys that have spent time as backups that are veterans in terms of Walker and Peterman. Played in 14 games last year for the Colts. On third down, Bagent gonna look to run. Bagent dives and scores. Touchdown, Chicago, and an extra point away from tying this game before halftime.
They're going to try to throw it in. We have a big gap in the rush lane between Johnson and Mohammed. I mean, it's big enough to drive a truck through. Yeah, and playing with the 2s and 3s all your life. Oh,
ball is out. Quickly recovered by Freeland. And he is eventually touched down. So it is a sack without a turnover. But now it'll be third down and long, and the Bears will stop it with a timeout. Page steps up and steps right into Titus Leo. He didn't get a sack last week, but he was the guy that made the play under the pick 6 by Rush. Being a head coach now for a second game, what does this preseason action mean for the head coach?
Well, you know, anytime you keep score, it really doesn't matter when it is. You want to win it. There's no doubt about that.
Good return by the Bears. Ball comes out late. Head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, second year here with the Indianapolis Colts. Odangbo got her on the right tackle, couldn't get to Peterman. He will run again. He's got some yards to pick up. Ball knocked out. Where did he step out? Just shy of the first down marker.
Hard off the edge, but we got nothing inside. He took his shot, but he couldn't quite get it. Agee made a real hard pursuit. I think we will see greatness out of it. Here's the first question I have, and this is an obvious question, but
let me jump in before you make that question, because unfortunately the Colts can get the first down.
You get Andrew, an elite player. Between the two of them, they lead you to 20 years of success, 4th best record.
Trying to do our own research to see what we would come up with so we wouldn't affect each other's thought process and watching film and analyzing players. And look at it came down to this. I really do. We want to come in walking softly and carrying a big stick. We want to try to catch people by surprise. That's obvious. But we think we have an outstanding football team in a lot of areas. I remember when we took them back to back and we said, look, we're making a big commitment on defense here. you know, we're saying we're going to try to develop this intense young pass rush.
Burns again, the setback. Peterman looking for the end zone. Good looking throw. Fountain, did he hang on to it? Yes, he did. Touchdown Bears. The former Colt gets one in his own building.
Yeah, absolutely torched Rush on this play. Of a comeback tonight. Basically what he did, he gave a stutter to Rush, and the rookie bit and slowed down, and then Fountain, you know, he picked it up and he jetted behind him. That one might be a gimme there, Craig.
that is a tap in. Yes, sir. Even with Jack Nicklaus's putter, the Jim Irsay collection, an absolute tap in.
Wow.
On the run back. Good solid return to about the 28-29 yard line.
Henry is an interesting guy. I thought he had some real blow-ups last week.
Ellinger on the keeper, and Ellinger with the first down.
We're going to be able to throw the ball downfield, and then also, you know, make those throws to move the chains too. So I think we're going to be able to do a lot of different things, and I'm excited to go this year.
You are a proud Philadelphia guy. I would be remiss if I did not ask you about what you are looking forward to most next week, having 4 days.
Okay, that's a new boy.
Be back in your hometown.
I mean, definitely getting back home. Definitely compete against a great team. You know, can't wait to get that good food too. So definitely looking forward to getting back home.
166 tackles last year. A guy that was a 4-year really special teamer for the Colts. Ellinger. There's a path. There's a touchdown.
Mr. August, here he is again. Fourth quarter comeback, Sam Ellinger. But rush lanes open up, and Sam has the athleticism. He's an underrated athlete, has the athleticism to take it to the house.
Of course, the pick 6 for Rush last week. Colin Kareem made the play to force that pressure, and that will be an incomplete pass. Lamons, the coverage.
That I was, you know, here in the league. I wanted to go back every single offseason and chip away at it. And now I can say that, you know, I'm a college grad, and maybe I'll go back and get my master's.
We have not led here at half number 2. Funk. Jake Funk, touchdown.
And, you know, that's a classic example of what a zone read offense does. They're worried about Ellinger, and now you have a light box, you know, and he hands off to Funk versus a light box, and it's a, you know, it's a run-through touchdown.
It was not lost on me that the game day operations staff played Uptown Funk after he scored. Well done. Game day crew is in midseason. Funk going for 2. Considered a festival of Funk as he gets all 8 points. He scored last week against Buffalo as well.
And this is, again, an inside zone play. Just enough movement. Funk hammers it in there. He really does. He ripped it up in there.
On the handoff, it's Burns. And Burns, a first down. But Burns loses the football. Lamons has got it. Fumble recovery by the Colts. They're going to mark him down, saying he was forced down by contact at the 44. That doesn't bother him.
On Monday, which is unusual with a Tuesday practice in Philadelphia. And then Matt and I will be on the radio call Thursday night. So it's going to be a real short weekend. My kids were in the MTV generation.
Day is on for the field goal try, and no problem with that one. So it is a 7-point game with 1:10 seconds left to play. Spent 2 years active with the Packers, was with the Colts for most of last year. Peterman again does not have a timeout.
Come on, Rush.
Just trying to buy time as best he can, and does find Fountain. Already a touchdown reception for the former Colt. Peterman throws, and catch made. That's Isaiah Ford. I heard you take a look at Gus Bradley on the sideline. There was some chewing going on after that last play.
I mean, God, we look like a Crowther sled on defense. I mean, somebody's got to turn.
You get a month out, you're in trouble. So third down. 10 seconds, maybe time for one more snap. Buying time, and if he goes down, that's it. Basically threw that as almost an intentional. Now they're going to say he's down. That's the ball game. That's it. Colts win.
It's fun to win. It doesn't matter when it happens.
So zeros on the board.
Oh, come on.